Hey everybody, good morning and happy Friday. We are on the road again, this time live from the historic village of Lewiston, and there is a lot going on here this morning. Now, in a matter of hours, Center Street will be filled with the sights and sounds of jazz music because we are gearing up for the Northwest Jazz Festival. Now, this is the largest outdoor music festival in the area, so they're going to expect hundreds, maybe even thousands of people throughout the next 2 days. So we will have details to the festival and what you should bring. Also, throughout today's show, I hope you are in the mood for a thrill because we are going to take you on a ride on the Whirlpool Jet Boat Tours, and they have added a new addition to their fleet, so I'm excited just thinking about it. Also, we are very lucky this morning because we are in the presence of royalty. In a matter of weeks now, the Lewiston Niagara County Peach Festival will be kicking off. And here today with us is the current reigning Niagara County Peach Queen. So she's going to be chatting with us about her reign and what she's been up to the past year. So looking forward to that as well. Now, Linda will also be in the show today. She is going to take a trip and meet with one of our local farmers. You see, for the Niagara County Peach Festival, the peach shortcake, well, that's one of the stars of the festival. Linda's going to talk about if the peaches are ready for the delicious treat, okay? So we have so much planned for you, but first, gearing up for this jazzy festival happening this weekend, we're going to chat with one of the performers who's going to be out here and chatting with him about why he's most excited to perform and how they are focusing on the next generation of jazz performers this year. So take a look. In a matter of hours, the village of Lewiston is going to be filled with the sights and sounds of jazz tunes. Now this morning, the music is already getting started and it's coming from right over here. Local artist Avery Weissman is rehearsing for the big festival. Avery, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Talk to us about where you're from and how long have you been playing?
Well, I'm from Amherst, New York. I've been playing guitar since I was about age 4 because of my father. He's played for years and I had no choice in learning. And I've been playing bass since about age 12 or so.
Talk to us about where you are going to be performing this weekend at the festival.
Well, one of them I'll be performing both days. The first day I'll be performing with the Kristen Smigalski combo, and the second day with my father and the Stu Weissman duo, as we call it. And that one's going to be over in the DiCamillo Garden, as far as I'm aware.
You spend a lot of time playing with your father. Where do you find your inspiration when you perform?
In some ways it depends, I guess, on the music I'm playing, at least for jazz. A lot of the old classics, the Charlie Parker, the Miles Davis, that type of stuff. Just because to me there's no other music like it, really. I enjoy playing it so much, and there's just so much joy and other things you can find within that music, I think.
Jazz music truly is timeless. Where does your love for this type of music come from?
Mostly from, again, growing up with my dad. It was kind of the music we had playing around all the time. It was usually some sort of old jazz, like George Benson, Wes Montgomery, that type of stuff, and it was always around, and for the most part, that was what I grew up listening to. And it was funny that a lot of times I've been in other places and exposed to other music that normally people hear when they're younger. I haven't heard it yet because it was usually just the jazz I was listening to, so it's mostly the surroundings.
Now, they are expecting close to 30, maybe even 40,000 people this weekend, depending on the weather, of course. Do you ever get butterflies before you perform?
Not so much anymore. When I was younger, because I've been playing out since I was 10 years old. When I started, a little bit, but not so much anymore. I've just been doing it for long enough.
You're like, this is an old hat for me.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
not a big deal.
Yeah, depends on the gig sometimes. The bigger ones, a little bit depends. It's really the size of the stage that kind of makes you think about it.
This year, the festival is in its 18th year, and organizers are actually taking a new approach, focusing on the next generation of performers. What does it mean for you to be a part of this?
I think it's something that's just really exciting to be able to give back to, just the jazz community here too, and be part of that bunch of new people who are coming up, because there's a lot of good talent in the younger people, I guess. Like who I'm playing with now, or over the first day with Kristen, they're all around my age. They're mid to late 20s, and it's cool to see that the tradition's still continuing.
And it's neat to see that young entertainers can now put a modern twist or spice up jazz music, even though we already know it is quite spicy.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them play it traditionally too, and just the straight ahead standards, which is nice to even do too, because there's still a different vibe to it than you get with older musicians.
Avery, thank you so much for taking the time out of rehearsing to chat with us this morning. We look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
Thanks, Avery. Now, Avery is one of the 150 musicians performing throughout the weekend on a total of 5 stages. Take a look at the main stage they're setting up right behind us. The guys are hard at work preparing for the kickoff of the festival tonight. So we will have details to the Northwest Lewiston Jazz Festival coming up, and I'm going to give you an inside look at what you should bring to the festival, starting with a lawn chair, because you're going to want to relax and unwind and listen to the great jazz music. AM Buffalo is live from the historic Village of Lewiston. We'll be right back after the break.